So in the day 2 video, we're going to show you a 11-mile loop around Cades Cove. We'll make a few stops. I threw in a few snapshots, so enjoy. So a little quarter-mile hike to the John Oliver cabin here in Cades Cove. We lucked out with a pretty decent morning. Tomorrow's supposed to be a little crummy, so we thought we'd get this done and looked at, and then also we would see Wednesday and Thursday are supposed to be real sunny. So Wednesday we want to try to get to Clingman's. Right, Clingman's no. A little breezy, but it's not cold.
Pretty with the leaves falling off the tree.
Yeah. And here we are coming up on the John Oliver house. Bob was here. John Oliver Place. So we're in Cades Cove. We just stopped at the John Oliver cabin. It's a beautiful day.
Color in the mountains is unbelievable.
Yeah. It's an 11-mile loop that goes through the valley here, I guess. We're to look for pastures to see deer. Of course, we've seen plenty of deer where we live, but
Might see a bear.
pull-offs over here.
There are 3 historic churches in Cades Cove. The first turn on our left is a short road that leads to the Primitive Baptist Church, which dates all the way back to 1827. Curiously, all the churches were clustered fairly close together. Perhaps in a small and isolated community, it was important for everyone to try and get along. I'll point out the other churches on our drive too, and it's really easy to make a quick stop at each one if you like. I always feel an obligation to take a walk through the graveyards at these churches too. next suggested stop is going to be another cabin. This time, the Elijah Oliver cabin, and it's nestled beautifully into the woods. I'll point out the parking for it, and it does require a short walk to access, but very worthwhile. And yes, this is another one of the Oliver family residences. Elijah was the son of John Oliver, and he was born right here in the cove, back in the first cabin we passed right at the beginning of our loop drive. Before the Civil War broke out in the mid-1860s, close to her mother-in-law. Who knows, right? However, a few years later, he made the decision to buy this patch of land, and his family moved back. Maybe the cove was a great place to have angled parking stalls on our left for the Elijah Oliver cabin and corn crib. There are signs on the trail to keep on track. You'll pass another cabin first, but keep going and you'll see that the small homestead has a collection of multiple buildings.
There's a trail leading to the Elijah Oliver house. He's a son of John Oliver, and the Olivers had lots of little homesteads here that they came and settled, and from Europe.
It's a nice half-mile walk in the woods.
Mm-hmm.
Getting our steps in today.
Getting our steps. And yes, the John Oliver's son, Elijah Oliver.
As fall comes on. And since the mountains around us are high, leaf peeping season lasts for quite a while as the leaves change color at the highest elevations, then creep down the hillsides. Since there's such a variety of trees in the park, the colors vary from burgundy and crimson red to flame orange and yellow, interspersed with the deep green of pine trees and other evergreens. The fields are a mix of gold and green, thanks to the last of the hay and grasses growing there. Unfortunately, it's no secret, and sometimes it can be a bit of a crawl making our way around the loop with so many other sightseers. But in the end, hey, you just get to look at it for longer, right? Everyone leaves satisfied.
Okay, that was Cades Cove. Keep an eye out for day 3, where we'll be doing the walk up to Klingman's Dome, which is about a half-mile up and a half-mile back. Pretty steep trip, but it was definitely worth it.